on the covered wagon. Tell me the story about that dresser. Whose was it, and where'd they come from? What do you know about that dresser?
That was Grandma Keeley's first mother.
Okay, my Grandma Keeley's.
Your Grandma Keeley.
Her
first mother. She died. She died in a covered wagon a mile from the farm.
The farm in Pawnee County.
The cemetery road.
At Larned Cemetery or the Pawnee Rock Cemetery?
Go north to the farm.
Okay.
And she died of a heart attack.
Okay. What was her name?
I don't know.
You don't remember? Okay. And she died of a heart attack right when she got there, huh?
Yeah. Once she got there.
Now that was Grandma.
That was in the covered wagon.
The covered wagon. Now how old was Grandma, do you know?
Huh?
How old was Grandma?
11.
She was 11.
She was 11 years old.
Okay. And where had they come from in the covered wagon?
From Illinois. Now, whereabouts in Illinois, I'm not sure.
Okay. And their name was McConaughey.
Yeah. It wasn't Chicago.
Wasn't Chicago, Illinois.
It wasn't Chicago. It was a smaller town. It was not Chicago.
Okay.
She had a relative, I'm not sure what the relative was, that it was supposed to have been the one that cow kicked over the...
Oh,
Yeah.
Started Chicago fire?
Yeah. At the farm with diphtheria.
Okay, so Grandma's older brother, John, died of diphtheria.
Died of diphtheria out at the farm.
At the farm. And the
McConaughey Farm.
McConaughey Farm was located where?
4 miles, 4 miles north of the cemetery road, which was what is it, a mile or a 2 miles?
It's about are you talking about Larned Cemetery?
Yeah.
That's about a mile west of Larned.
Yeah, okay. Then 4 miles to the farm.
4 miles north of there.
Yeah. Well, that's where the house and the barn and all that was. I think that was a section of ground bought.
Okay.
Either section or half section, I'm not sure which, but I think it was a section.
So Grandma had then, okay, so the one brother, John, died. What other brothers and sisters did Grandma have?
Huh?
What other brothers and sisters?
Aunt Toad, Uncle Juck.
Aunt Toad?
Uh-huh.
And Uncle Juck.
And Uncle Juck,
That was
and then John.
Gerald and John McConaughey.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the first family.
Okay. Then there was a second family.
That was Grandma Pearl. Grandma Pearl come from Oklahoma, you know, from that first little town in Oklahoma.
Uh-huh.
And she come in there, and I don't know how they met or anything like that, but anyway.
So
she met him.
Met Grandma's.
And she had Aunt Lucille, the oldest. And then Uncle Jack and Mom and Aunt Toad.
Okay. Now, and so Grandma's dad's name was what?
Huh?
John? What was Grandma's dad's name? John McConaughey? Jack McConaughey?
John Jack McConaughey.
Okay.
He had 2 brothers. They come from a plantation in Kentucky. The plantation was burnt by the Union soldiers. They had slaves and everything. he carried on that tradition. He was good to his slaves. They got sick, he paid for their medical condition. He bought them clothes. He saw if they went to school. He took care of them. So did Grandma. Grandma would take eggs, baskets of eggs and groceries and stuff up there in the south town, or black town, you know.
Uh-huh. Now you're talking about your mom, or?
Yeah, I'm talking about my mom.
Okay. And her name was Alida, right?
Huh?
Her name was Lita or Alida?
Lita.
Lita.
Aletta.
Aletta.
Lita, Keeley.
Okay.
She was a school teacher. That's the way she met Dad.
Because that school was real close to your dad's farm.
Yeah.
James or Jim Keeley, is your dad.
Yeah. Yeah. See, she taught at Medicine Lodge for a good many years. And she wanted to come back, get close to Larned, get back there and everything. Well, all was open with this little schoolhouse, little country schoolhouse there.
One room?
And I think it was only down the road right across from where Uncle Frank and they lived, across in the Sweeney's place there.
Uh-huh.
Was a schoolhouse. They was, they had little schoolhouses all around there, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, why?
Now, she graduated from high school. Had she gone to college?
Huh?
Had she gone to college? Or?
Yes.
And that was unusual for women to go to college.
Very unusual. Yeah, very unusual. Grandpa helped pay her way to college. Grandpa McConaughey.
Her dad?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Helped her.
Where did she go to college? You remember where she went?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I've seen the pictures of her in college.
Yeah. She played basketball. She was on the high school basketball team and the college basketball team and
right.
And all that, yeah.
She loved poetry.
Yeah.
I know she loved poetry and literature.
She had me reciting Longfellow's big Longfellow's goes on forever.
What? Hiawatha?
Huh?
Hiawatha or under the shady, under the blacksmith tree? Or
Listen, my children, and you shall hear the midnight ride of Paul Revere. I will be in the Old North Church, one if by sea and two if by land, and I will be on the opposite shore, writing to notify all the little folks, village and farms.
So she had you memorizing all that was poems and literature.
Then there was a teepee, the teepee of okay.
Nokomis? By the wigwam?
Daughter of the Moon, Nokomis. Had her, and she sang to the little Hiawatha rock, hush, the naked bear will get thee.
Yeah, I think she taught me some of Hiawatha too.
Then they had the one where they were coming over across to sack Rome. They were coming across the Tiber River to sack Rome.
Yeah.
And what nation was it? Yeah. But anyway, the bridge spanned. There was only room for 3 people or one horse. wide.
Uh-huh.
And they had to cross that. So the Romans were cutting the piling down to collapse the bridge so they couldn't get over.
Uh-huh.
And the captain of the gate there. Then up spake brave Horatius, the captain of the gate. To every man upon this earth death cometh soon or late. So how can man die better than facing fearful odds for the ashes of his fathers and the temples of his gods? And him and two other guys got in armor, and they held that bridge. And the other two ran back. They yelled at him that the piling was falling, coming down for him to get back. The other two run back. He didn't get back in time. He had full armor on. And he went into the river. It was up, you know.
Uh-huh.
And, but he come up with that heavy armor on. Come up and he was struggling. And they swam out and got him. They saved his life. They got him and everything.
Uh-huh.
And of course, they couldn't come over that, and they couldn't sack